Welcome to the Virtual Techy, where we help people decode the future of tech and build AI businesses that run on autopilot.
Okay, let's just get right into it. We are living through the death of hustle culture. Seriously, while most entrepreneurs are still grinding away for those 100-hour weeks, a whole new model is popping up: agent automation. Think of it like a complete rewrite of the operating system for your business. So today, we're going to break down the 5 specific upgrades you need to build a true solo corp, a super profitable business that pretty much runs in the background.
And that quote, man, it hits hard, right? Because that's the central problem for so many of us founders. You are the bottleneck. If you step away, everything just stops. The good news is we're about to count down 5 specific upgrades to fix that for good, starting with the 2 that lay the foundation for some real freedom.
Kicking off our countdown at number 5 isn't a tool, it's not some piece of software. Nope, it's a fundamental shift in how you think about everything.
This is the return on autonomy metric. It means you stop asking, how much money are we making per person? And you start asking, what percentage of our income is truly automated? I mean, really think about that. If the answer is 0, you can't scale. You're just stuck trading your time for money while your competitors are out there building these automated empires.
And look at this breakdown. The cost to implement this metric is literally 0. It's just a change in your mindset. The effort is super low, but the potential for freedom, it's massive. Just by changing your target, you naturally start saying no to tasks that don't fit, and that instantly frees you up to work on the stuff that actually moves the needle. This new mindset leads directly into our next upgrade. So coming in at number 4 is a protocol that solves one of the biggest challenges for any founder out there.
You know that feeling, right? If only there were 2 of me. Well, everyone wants to clone themselves, but they fail because they try to hand off 100% of a task way too soon. The 10-80-10 protocol is the answer. You provide the initial vision. That's your first 10%. Then you let your AI agents do all the heavy lifting, that big middle 80% of execution. And then you come back in for the final 10% to add your unique polish, your final touch.
I mean, the practical output here is a total game changer. The cost is low. You just need a pretty standard AI setup. The effort is medium, because it does take learning how to prompt correctly. But the potential? We're talking a 10x increase in your output. Solo creators are using this right now to run daily newsletters, content channels, and entire product launches without a single employee. You stop being the processor and you become the architect.
So, we've got the mindset and the collaboration model. Awesome. But before we get to the really elite tier upgrades, you need the secret key to actually implement them without, breaking your entire business. This is your how-to guide. It's a really simple 4-step loop. First, you audit. You track your time to find those repetitive tasks that are eating up your day. Second, you record. Don't write instructions. Just record your screen while you do the task. Third, vectorize. You feed that recording to an AI, which analyzes it and creates its own step-by-step instructions. And fourth, release. You let the agent run it while you supervise. That's it. Simple.
Okay, now that you have the deployment protocol, the key, basically, we can get into the really high-impact systems. These are the upgrades that separate the grinders from the true visionaries.
This next upgrade, oh man, it solves one of the most tedious, soul-crushing parts of scaling any business.
Say goodbye to writing those standard operating procedures that nobody ever reads. Seriously, this is the Watcher documentation method. You use a technique called process mining. You just record your screen doing a complex task, and an AI agent watches it and writes its own instruction manual. You are literally creating a digital twin of your skills. It's kind of wild.
This is the power of leverage, plain and simple. The cost is medium for the right software, sure, but the effort is incredibly low. I mean, you're just doing the work you were already planning to do. But the payoff is hundreds of hours saved every year. It's a do-it-once, automate-it-forever kind of model.
All right, coming in hot at number 2 is the upgrade that takes you from running on gut feelings to running your business with the precision of a pilot in a cockpit.
This is the binary dashboard. And let's be honest, most businesses are flying blind. This system simplifies everything by tracking only 2 categories of metrics: leading indicators, which are the inputs you can actually control, like how many sales calls you made or articles you published, and lagging indicators, which are the outputs you want, like revenue or new signups.
Now, let's be real clear. The effort here is high. This takes absolute clarity on your numbers, but the potential is elite level income. Why? Because you're finally stepping into the cockpit of your business. You can see the direct connection between your actions and your results, which lets you predict revenue weeks in advance and fix problems before they crash the whole system.
So we've built the foundation, we've installed the elite systems, and now it's time for the final piece, the #1 upgrade that unlocks true freedom and lets you build a massive business without completely burning out.
And this isn't just a tactic, it's a whole new identity for you as a founder. The #1 upgrade is you stepping into the orchestrator role. You stop being the doer, period. Your job is no longer execution. Your job is to live in your zone of genius. By automating all the mundane stuff, you buy back the time and mental energy you need to actually invent the future of your business.
Now, the cost and effort here are the highest of all 5 upgrades, but it's not because of the software. It's because it requires you to let go of control and actually trust the systems you've built. The potential, though, is building a $10 million plus solo corp. You become the energy source for the business, not the glue that's barely holding it all together.
So how do you start this today? It's simple. Look at your calendar for next week and find just one task that absolutely drains your energy. Then ask yourself what I call the machine question. If I absolutely could not do this myself, but it had to get done, how would I design a system to do it for me? You see the shift? You go from working in the business to designing the machine that is the business.
And that brings us to the final and most crucial takeaway. Once you build these systems, things might feel quiet, almost too quiet. But that silence, that's freedom. That's the space you need to remember your true role. The system can run the code, for sure, but it can never provide the vision. That's your job. To design the map, to verify the output, and to lead the charge. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe so the algorithm can recommend more of my content to you and other viewers as well.